The zoo can now feel the heat. The zoo are now feeling the heat. You see, when they tell you to calm down, there is a reason why they are telling you to calm down, because Mboge said, Okwagwaga Yopiko. Just within 24 hours, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa rejected their negotiation. Two powerful politicians that are supporting the zoo terrorists in Kaduna has been captured. Powerful politicians. Hear the news in details. Umuchineke kaikene kuwai makana aini ruzina oge Mary. Erofai has been one of those people who have been championing Obubundi Kaduna. Anything that has to do with Christian in Kaduna, Erofai has been the one in the forefront. Manifai Gakora Haugeni, the Biafran Liberation Army is on ground to finish what they have started. We must consider ourselves in a very big way, and of course, what matters more is that we as a people are now progressing. We as a people are now moving and forging ahead. We as a people can no longer tolerate their illicit behavior. Makanagini, onye ọbụla sị na ya mara ife anyị ga-eme kwesịrị ịghọta na oge ruone mgbe nwa Chinemere ga-eji wee nọdụ ọfụma. Yes, we must reconsider properly. So as we move with this speed, let's all understand where we are headed. There's no two ways about it. There's no big room, there's no procedure, there's no corner zone, because that is where our life lies. The victories that we pursue is already with us. So Biafra must be at alert, because things are already happening. Two of them will be taught a lesson that you cannot continue to join in the killings of the Biafran people and that of your people. It is no longer going to be tolerated, because Biafra is the last hope. I told you people that Biafra is the only hope that every citizen of Africa has. You don't understand. When Gaddafi wanted to develop Africa, we saw what they did with him. So you think they will just allow you to rise? But watch how the Biafrans will take over the world in due time. So Kona work out just within 24 hours. If you find one man once have happening, like you can see a boon or the and a boon and a whistle mokono. Mokono binye, Ogodo Kute, Ogodo Sisune bunye. Defend your land. Because if you keep waiting for this Nigerian government who are now connected to these terrorists, they will never provide any security for you. You'll keep crying and you'll keep begging, and nobody will do anything. And that's just the truth. Nobody will help you. Nobody will provide security for you. All they just want is to see that you are already gone. Biafra has come to stop that nonsense. I said Biafra has come to stop that nonsense. And in due time, everybody will get to realize that we are on a mission to restore the Biafran state. Kanoyano yozugwa wane. Enwere ife nji wee kwuo okwu a ka nsi wee kwuye. If we don't say it in a proper way, in the proper order, then lots and lots of mistakes will be made. Let's get this fact straight. Let's get this fact straight. Simon Ekpa is not your enemy. Your true enemies are people who don't want to see you progress. Watch out. Fear grips four powerful politicians as Simon Ekpa rejects negotiation. Add extra 2,000 Biafran Liberation Army to those in Kaduna as they begin to neutralize several hideouts of zoo terrorists. Hear the news in details. Lovers of freedom and people of Biafra, We are coming to an end of December and the end of 2023, and a lot has been happening in our land. Victory must be achieved at all cost, and anybody who blocks the way for Biafran liberation must collect woto furiously. Simon Ekpa has continued to prove beyond imagination that he is the man for the job, and he has done excessively. Listen and listen attentively. Remember that the vice president of the zoo has called on Simon Ekpa to please withdraw his men from Kaduna and seek for negotiation. But Simon Ekpa has refused and said people's life must be protected at all costs, and has added 2,000 Biafran Liberation Army. We have more men than the zoo army. We have more men than the zoo men. That is what they fail to understand. Victory is coming closely and closely as more international countries are combining and seeking to work with Simon Ekpa. Onye na-eme former Kando Wanekili. Onye na-eme former Kando Wanekili. The zoo has failed to understand one of the most important information, and that information they fail to understand is gradually consuming them in another dimension. Yes, in another dimension. It must be remembered that victory was recorded yesterday. Victory will be recorded again today. When Mazi Simon Ekpa started this whole journey, he warned them and said, if you don't release Nnamdi Kanu, you think by holding Nnamdi Kanu that you can stop the actualization of Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu has just one vote. If they should organize Biafra referendum today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has only one vote. And that is the biggest truth. Whereas Simon Ekpa has only one vote. So they can go on and try to kidnap those they want to kidnap and kill those they want to kill. But we Biafrans will not give up. 2,000 Biafran Liberation Army has been added. 4 pilots have been added. And 64 special force have been added. Now, Kaduna must rise up to defend their land. This was the same thing that Nnamdi Kanu did in Benue State. And when Nnamdi Kanu was alive, when Nnamdi Kanu was around, Benue insecurity reduced. Yes, more security was guaranteed. But immediately they kidnapped and arrested Nnamdi Kanu, insecurity there has increased beyond measures. And if we as Biafrans do not retaliate, this same thing that is happening, we are the next target. So we must stop it from the north before it gets to the east. Yoruba la hola, fa la hola. Those people that don't want to have any good to do with themselves, fa la hola. The time will come when they will realize that the zoo has failed them.